How you talk to yourself is how you are talking to the universe. We have been talking to ourselves since we were born, right? That's why whatever we say, whatever we think about ourselves becomes true, and that becomes our self concept. Hi, I am Rana, your manifesting bestie, and in this video, we are going to talk about how to talk to yourself correctly so that you can manifest anything you want. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, That Manifesting Girly, and let's get started. Now, we talk to ourselves constantly, right? That's why no matter how many affirmations you do, how much meditation you do, how you talk to yourself is the way to manifest anything. Because if you are constantly saying yourself that you are late, you are lazy, you are a loser, you are unlucky, your brain thinks of that as your identity. Your brain thinks of you as someone who is always lazy, someone who is always late, someone who is not that great person, someone who is not at all lucky. Your brain thinks of yourself as that. This should not be your identity. Maybe you got lazy for some time, or maybe you got late a few times, or maybe something did not happen as well as you thought it would. That does not become your identity. That is just a part of your life. One important example that I learned few days back was that I used to say that I am fat. But the thing is that you are not fat. I just have some fat that are not good, right? You have to talk to yourself like that. Even if you are saying I am things, you have to reframe the way you talk to yourself. You have to understand that blaming yourself is not going to let you become anything at all, ever. Now, the first step is, of course, self awareness. To understand that yes, you are saying something wrong, or you should not be talking to yourself like that. So, I got hurt from myself and I cried for a long time. Okay, I used to say, how could you do this mistake? How can you make such a wrong move? How could you be so lazy? And I used to cry because I am scolding myself. That's when I realized that this is not normal. I should not be talking to myself like that. You should have the awareness that yes, you are making those mistakes. You should not be talking to anyone, let alone yourself, like that, right? So that's why self-awareness is always the first step. If you do not understand that you are doing something wrong, you will never be able to change that, and you will never be able to do great things that you want to manifest. Because even though you are doing affirmations for like max 1 hour a day, but you are talking to yourself for the other 23 hours, right? How can this be even done? It's not even 1%. That's why it is very important to be aware that you are not talking to yourself correctly. You have to be gentle with yourself. You have to be nice. You have to be kind. Now, for the second step, you have to leave the all or nothing mindset. So what that means is that maybe you did 5 things and one of them was wrong, and you say to yourself and you just scold yourself, you say that how could you do this, how can I be so stupid, and everything, right? But the thing is that you did 4 tasks correctly, right? Why are you not appreciating yourself? We have to leave the all or nothing. If we haven't done all things does not mean we haven't done anything. It means that we have done some, right? And that is all right. You don't have to be 100% correct all the time. That's where the perfectionism comes. You have to give yourself a limit, that it's okay to make few mistakes. Life is not a game that you have to win at every single step. This is a marathon that you have to keep running, right? So that's why it's very important to leave that all or nothing. Maybe you had a bad day and you ate something extra. That does not mean that you are a bad person or you always eat something extra. It just means that you have done something, you have eaten more in lunch, so you won't eat more in dinner. That is fine, that is all right. You don't have to blame yourself the whole day or the whole week that how could I do this, because when you will do that, what will happen is that you will binge it the whole week because you are upset. You are making yourself upset. Most of the time, instead of other people, we are the ones that are making ourselves upset. So it's very very easy to talk to yourself kindly, because you are doing that with everyone, right? Why can't you do this to yourself? If you give someone 5 tasks and they do 4 tasks correctly, you won't blame them, you won't scold them, you won't say that they are the worst person in the world. So why will you do this to yourself? That's why it's very 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 important to leave the all or nothing mindset. Now, for the third step, you have to start reframing your sentences. Maybe you have told something to yourself like, how could you do this? You are lazy and everything. Then rectify yourself. Start saying that, no, it's just a day. I haven't done anything wrong. Okay, I slept a bit more. Fine, I will be well rested. Okay? Don't blame yourself. Or maybe you start saying that I'm not good at painting, for example, or I'm not good at dancing, or I can't do this. Just start saying that I should learn something, or I can learn painting, I can learn dancing, or I can do that. Let me learn, let me read, or let me see some videos, then try again. It's not like you cannot be. That is not your identity. Your identity is not that you are not a painter, or you are a bad painter, or you are a bad dancer. Your identity is you. That is just one of the small characteristics that you have. If you know something, that is great, that is amazing. But if you don't, that is also fine. It does not mean that you are a loser. It does not mean that you can't be anything great in any other thing. Maybe you are not a great dancer, but you can be a great singer. Or maybe you can talk very nicely. You can motivate people. Whatever be it, right? That's why it's very, very, very important to reframe your sentences. Start reframing that. Like as I gave the example, that whenever you say that you are fat, don't say that. Say I have fat and I need to work on that. Or never say that I am poor. Start saying that yes, I don't have that much money right now, but I am working towards it. Just reframe the sentences and you will see that how much positively you will impact yourself. You will get so many opportunities to maybe earn money, or maybe do a dance, or whatever it is, right? That's why it's very 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 important to be good at self-talk, because we are constantly repeating that. These are our real affirmations that we are talking about ourselves, right? So if you are not talking to yourself correctly, it's very hard to manifest or even be good at something. So yeah, that's it for today, and thank you so much for sticking up until this point, and hope you liked my video. Don't forget to like, and if you haven't seen my other videos, please check them out here. And thank you so much for turning in, and bye bye.